And we are back. And when we left off our heroes, they were conferring in a very small shack that appears to only just fit their number about what to do with a somewhat recalcitrant King Gulp the 19th.
I don't think this is going well, man.
You know, there's just the one problem. So Talvar, we might have to come back for you.
I have an idea.
I understand. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong voice. I understand, but I am fearful that your plan is somewhat misguided now.
I have an idea.
Yes?
I can cast invisibility on Sir Talavar. He can shoot through ropes, right?
They spoke very truly. I am very capable with my teeth.
Yeah. So what we can do is basically we keep going, and once it goes completely off the rails, I cast invisibility on Sir Talavar so he can get away, and then we fight him.
Wait, whoa,
I think it is wise to fight the entirety of the soggy core.
We'll figure it out.
We might die. Hold, we very well might die. We are Bloodbath and Beyond, but trying to avoid our blood, just the blood of the enemies.
Okay. I can... Okay. Leo, you lead.
Oh, well, hold on. Ninkasi, Kaza, Curly, any ideas here from any of you?
Fuck if I know.
I
don't even know I'm in
want
here.
to fight them.
I know, I mean... Yeah, don't
My idea is punch, but I feel like in current moment it is not ideal idea.
That is true. That's good self-awareness, Kaza.
If I may offer us a single suggestion, if you were to leave me behind and then gain your audience and deal with her as you will, you can then return to maybe pick me up on the way. I do not think they will execute me anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either. That might have to be the plan of action. I mean, we can be invisible, right? As Hauld mentioned, we could be the ones invisible and then just come break you free and leave after we deal with Ehloanna.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, if you make me invisible, could I like shove him in my bag? Would that make him also invisible?
Invisibility
certainly try.
If I ride someone's shoulders, is that mounting?
For you,
yes.
What kind of mounting?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
As you are having this discussion, we do have...
Behold, an act of God.
The internet. The internet. Dad, the internet.
Dad?
Act of God?
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
okay.
All right, you're good.
Shenanigans.
This is different.
An active internet. Yeah.
An active internet,
enough,
yeah.
You hear a very now familiar sound out of nowhere outside, and the sound of like croaking voices. And Kaza, you feel that your hunter's mark has been refreshed.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, cool.
Who did you put it on?
Well, all of you have
I
it,
just have one
but
again.
you can't have more than one, unfortunately.
We just got punished for not using it during the boss fight.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, that's
I get
what happened.
mine.
That's literally why we had the hunter's mark, and we were like, "Why is this so close?" Okay. Anyway, is that it?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, that's all that you guys have realized has happened.
I mean,
Pog.
Oh.
Actually, funny enough, Sir Talavar has it too.
Good.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Make sure he uses it.
Make sure he uses
Yeah,
it.
make sure he uses
Somehow
his,
I feel
unlike the rest of us.
I feel like chasing down some prey animal and hunting it for mine own sustenance. This is strange.
Soon we'll have the opportunity, so Talavar, don't jump the gun here.
It's very strange. No, I'm actually a vegetarian, so this is quite a quandary.
He's a vegetarian.
That's
Vegetarian dragon.
That tracks.
Holy shit.
He's a fairy dragon.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
So
He operates on a different rule set.
and I just want your consent here. You are okay if we literally let them put you in jail if we promise to come back.
I have the utmost faith that you will not in any way betray the agreement that we have all made to one another as boon companions, and I do have some experience with the Soggy Court's prison. It is not exactly how we shall say airtight. And if I perceive that you are held up in some manner and unable to find me, then I will make good my escape once again Although, I am taking this moment to realize and reflect upon the fact that my good companion Sir Wigglewog did perish in the last attempt.
Sir Wigglewog.
Oh,
no.
a moment of silence for Sir Wigglewog, please, everybody.
Okay.
This is just coming from Ninkasi's bag.
If I had a drink, I would pour one out for him.
Moment of silence.
Yep.
E domine santuin.
Oh!
Good one, Kaza.
Kaza, I didn't realize you spoke Abyssal.
That's funny. I liked that.
It's a
All
man
right.
of many talents.
Okay, I think that's a good plan. We just give them to him and just make that the deal. So,
Yeah.
just as a refresher, just real quick, what are the 3 rules here? Reciprocity is like burned into my brain.
Mhm.
What are the other 2?
Apart from the rule of reciprocity, there's the rule of ownership and the rule of hospitality. So,
Okay.
Reciprocity states that if you are given something freely, you are obliged to give something of equal value in return. But what that is very much up for debate. Rule of hospitality is that you are supposed to be given hospitality. Hence, why you seem to have received at least a somewhat warm welcome, despite maybe being a little antagonistic. And then the rule of ownership states that anything that you own, that you are basically not to steal. That one seems to have been ignored by the brigands, but for the most part, that rule appears to be obliged by everyone else.
And now they're
Okay.
mostly dead, so you know what happens
That's
when
what
you
they
don't
get.
follow the rules.
Fuck around and find out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
exactly.
mhm.
So,
Did we ever kill that
That's
one?
the truth.
well, okay. So, curveball plan. We use the rule of hospitality and try to just go with that.
Rule of hostility. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah. Soon.
At least we can lead, and then
We're
if
making
that
our own
doesn't-
rules.
Bloodbath
If that
and Beyond
doesn't
is
work-
the most apt name for your group.
And if that
It is-
doesn't work, then we'll just give Mr. T, Sir T, all to them, and then we'll just wait and see what happens with our audience with Ehloanna.
Yeah, we should be granted audience if we, give Stelva
Reciprocity,
over.
right?
Exactly, that is the terms of the deal. Unfortunately, we can't bargain further, but I think this is a good start.
Leo, you're so smart.
Same with
He
you,
is,
Hauld.
huh?
Couldn't have done this without you.
Couldn't have
What
What
done
a
now?
this
guy.
without you.
Yep. We're all
No.
very capable.
Are you guys
very...
gonna kiss? I can't see anything.
Do you want to?
I like bring up a little bit of the top of my bag.
that
so
help with
she can
morale?
see.
Yeah, yeah, I think
Morale.
it would. Can you just a little?
So I look over at Leo.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
hold
going
on.
to say no.
I got some. I got to get some music for this.
Alright.
Pause.
Yeah, hold that thought briefly. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm prepared for it nonetheless.
I'm in Ninkasi's bag.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm just
I
gonna
like
do.
this
I'm gonna
happening
do.
with
I'm
a
gonna do
goat
the
in the
nightly music. Okay,
background.
please continue.
I look over and I go, Leo, I just want you to know that I wouldn't be here, without you, and I trust you with my everything.
No,
So-
everything.
To show how I appreciate you, I would like to kiss you.
Well, that means so much to me, Hauld. It has been a whole week since we've known each other, but already it feels like a lifetime.
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
But you should wait until after we're out of here.
No, no.
Cliffhanger.
Wow. Okay.
It's the slow burn.
You
Bag just slammed shut.
You look over and Sir
That
Talavar.
just-
Sir Talavar is just openly weeping. He goes, "Oh, true love is such a
I go-
magnificent thing to witness."
Sir T,
Son of a bitch.
it's and I look over
Certainly
back at
T.
Leo and I anyway.
Yes, we must compose ourselves.
Yep.
Get ready for
We've got this.
the war ahead.
We all trust you.
Trust each other. That's how we can get through this.
Mhm.
Let's go, team.
Let's
Bloodbath
do
and
it.
Beyond.
Bloodbath and Beyond on
Bloodbath
3.
and
Bloodbath and beyond.
Bloodbath and
2,
Beyond.
3. Bloodbath and Beyond.
Beyond.
Some of us did it.
Beyond.
We're good.
I give that attempt a 7 out of 10.
Thanks,
Okay.
Mr. T.
Is that good number?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's in fact.
I
it's
can't
a top
count that
percentage.
high either, Kaza.
So you
pretty high.
Cost is gonna go.
refreshed and potentially leaving
28.
leaving some things hanging there. You emerge from the shack. Let's be honest. Back into the soggy court, where it seems that some level of composure is
Soggy
being
right now.
regained by all of the denizens, and the king looks at all of you and goes, "So, have you reached a conclusion about our arrangement?"
We have indeed King Gulet the 19th.
That is Gulup, but I appreciate your
Gulup?
attempt. It is difficult to pronounce anything in the common tongue when it is, when it is bullywug. Not the most simple.
Of course. Maybe it is us who have given offense instead. I understand you don't do things like you do in Northern Hither. So we will accept your terms. We will hand over Sir Talavar upon the agreement that we will be receiving a meeting with Ehloanna as soon as possible.
That is excellent news. Excellent. And he's holding his little like alligator with the ruff, and he like pets him and goes, "Did you hear that, Schnoodle? We're going to have a prisoner once again." Well then, I heartily accept your terms and also your apologies. It is understandable. I imagine you've had a long journey, very arduous, and I do not wish to impose on you any further. Would you be wanting to meet with Ehloanna immediately, or after our customary feast?
Ooh.
Herbert, are you hungry?
Food.
I'm pretty hungry. Liam, are you hungry?
I must say, I'm a bit peckish. It has, as the king has said, been a very arduous journey.
I think it was actually Otherworld.
You're quite right. I can't speak the tongue. It just...
Sorry.
it's a bit difficult.
Sorry.
Luke is the biggest troll in every D&D game I've ever been in.
Someone's got to be.
Someone has to do it. I appreciate you.
Well,
There's always one.
Yes, I suppose we could partake in a feast while the meeting with Ehloanna is being arranged, and we could go from the feast to then that meeting.
and we
Give
will
her
pick,
some time.
we will randomly pick two of our friends to come join us on our feast as a reward for the journey.
Of course,
Yep.
all
One,
are
two.
welcome. As,
Yeah, you
There
and
you
you.
go.
Your
Lucky winners.
servitors
Food.
as well. That is not a problem.
Completely random.
I don't think they've been introduced. They are your retinue, yes?
Indeed they are.
I see.
Yep.
I see.
Their names are Nerbert, remember?
Norbert. All right.
Others
Herbert.
Berbert.
And their
Mhm.
name is Ninkasi. Damn it.
Ninkasi and Norbert. That's rememberable. Are there any dietary restrictions among y'all? I think we typically have a lot of well, there's flies and there's mosquitoes.
I'm
and
actually
there's,
I'm gluten intolerant.
I see. All right.
So
I'll
no
see
bread.
I'll see what the chef
no
can
malt.
do. I'll see what the chef can do.
Okay, thank you. Just tell the chef. Thank you.
Of course.
so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're gonna get moss.
No piss, please, for drink. It's not good.
Your bodyguard's got quite the sense of humor.
He sure does. It's one
They
of the best.
do. Multi-talented.
Mhm.
They get the best of them in Northern Hither, I'll tell you.
Definitely seem to be
Yep.
quite the colorful crew. I've never seen or encountered many of your type. I frankly didn't know
Your
that
type?
there were as many. I believe you're called humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Indeed.
your tall friend. I've absolutely no idea. But and then
Well, during
She's
the feast,
blue.
we'll talk about it.
that's very new to me. But I'm curious to learn about Northern Hither. Absolutely.
Yep.
With that, they take Sir Talavar off your hands. You don't see what happens to him after that.
I just wanted to see the general direction that he goes to.
They do start heading. So you are standing on kind of like a bit of like a weird like mossy it almost looks like it would be a hilltop if like it weren't underwater mostly. So it's like a little island effectively. Where you're standing, there are like a lot of like little causeways and like some rock outcrops that like are used for stepping stones, and they hop across a couple of these and head towards what, even though it's a bit foggy, you can see in the distance, looks to be a sort of series of like cages.
Okay.
Hard to make out any further detail than that unless you wanted to follow around. You are given free reign while the feast is being prepared.
Oh, free reign with us? All right. Their hospitality is a 10 out of 10 now. We can't say. We can't say. No, that's not
time
true.
to go
Once-
find the bathroom.
Yeah.
By that we mean wander
Yeah,
around the entire
oh.
place.
Of course.
Yeah,
Surely.
I need my servants to powder my nose. So Nerbert, and Ninkasi, it's her
Mhm.
family name.
Right.
She's got
Oh,
both of
yes,
her parents.
yes,
crazy.
I can
yes,
send the herald with you
cousin.
to show you the way, and for anything else you might need. Sir Crockley, would you be so kind as to show our guests around?
I think we've got this. It should be fine.
Does your servant speak for all of you?
Speaking for, we might have to punish that later, but yes, that was the thoughts that were on our mind.
God damn it.
While
we
we are
can-
while we are in the
Okay.
bathroom, I will not allow them to use it.
Ninkasi, this is a persuasion check.
Oh no. For me?
Yeah, because you're the one who made the request.
Oh man. Oh man. I rolled a 5.
Because
I
I
am
understand.
not
I
convincing at
understand
all.
your desires to be unfettered. He'll not be following you into the bathroom. That's fine. But I must insist within the confines of the court that if not Sir Crockley, I can of course assign you any number of my servitors here. Well, or any of the other nobles. Just there are a few places you best avoid. So perhaps how about Ribble? Ribble, come up here. This is Ribble, the Earl of Stinkwater. He'll be taking you around and showing you to quarters temporarily, where you can freshen up. And Ribble is a very like short, kind of squat-looking, very like toad-like. And he goes, I think I can show you around. All right, this way.
Yes,
this
to
way.
the bathrooms, please.
Of course. Mind the stone in the middle. It's not
We
actually a
need to-
stone.
Powder nose. Yes? Yeah,
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed,
Okay,
everyone must powder their nose. It's a custom in Northern Downfall.
So
Northern
he...
Hither, even.
Hither.
Northern Downfall's where you are. Yeah.
Yeah, we are making it a custom here too.
So he leads you away from the court, which is this weird little area that you have been in, and I'll go ahead and switch the visual up there so you at least have that. Away from the gazebo and down kind of a bit of a rickety but surprisingly sturdy causeway, past what appears to be a smoking building, by the way. It's like, doesn't look great. It looks like it was recently on fire. Yeah, so funny story about that. That one, someone, well, your friend, Sir Talavar, the one you recaptured, yeah, tried to burn it down.
Oh,
Good for him.
I'm glad
What was that?
he did that. I mean,
I
Powder
Ninkasi clears her
nose.
throat very loudly.
we must powder our nose.
Powder nose.
We have one rule, and we don't ask questions.
Leads you past the burnt out building, down through some stepping stones, shows you one to avoid that he hops over. And you see a number of like balloons sort of tethered there. Very similar to the one that you discovered Sir Talavar in.
Nice, putting it together.
And then past that point to about where you first came in the causeway, there are a number of huts, and he shows you into one of them. There appears to be enough room for about half of you, so he shows Sir Liam into one, and Sir Herbert into another, and doesn't really make a pretense of any of your servants, and leaves you with a courtly bow and saying that he'll return when the feast is ready.
Okay, are we in like a private area?
There are two little huts, and they are sort of like along the water. They kind of look like little guest house sort of
Okay,
outcroppings.
like
yeah,
in the
but
Maldives. or
there doesn't appear to be
something.
anyone around you, but it's not impossible for somebody to be listening in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the person say they would return? Like they're leaving, they would
Yeah,
return?
they're
when-
leaving. They said they would
Oh,
return
okay.
when the feast is ready.
Okay, great.
Right.
Actually, yeah, we.
So I clean up. I get out of the room and I wait for Leo.
Yeah. Similarly, it's like, oh,
Get
he
the
left.
fuck
All
out
right.
of here.
All right,
Great.
cool. I mean, like this is a lot of trust.
A little bit. Maybe there's someone watching. Maybe they're spying on us. We should still hush hush.
Okay,
But
Herbert. Huh.
this
Am
seems
I
like-
am I Nerbert or Which one? With Nerdba?
I start
Berbert.
I start snapping
Or-
there. Servants,
Oh,
servants,
Yes,
Norbert and
Sir?
Ninkasi.
yes, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, yes.
You know,
And Ninkasi. Shoot.
we'll work on that one for future.
We'll workshop a
yeah.
name.
Wait, why does Ninkasi not get cool other name?
Nina.
does not.
You can call me Nina.
Nina.
That one works. All right.
That one's attached to some trauma.
Well, we already introduced.
yeah.
Yes.
Next time.
Yeah, it's just gonna happen.
His
next
nickname.
time.
Curly, are you in there? Curly.
Yeah, I'm in
It's
here.
like-
What do you
oh.
want?
The bag's just
I
talking.
mean, Yeah.
What
they
do you
know.
want?
Kaza's just
Yeah.
gonna put the.
They have not
basketball
seen
out.
Curly, for the record.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Oh, wait, are they in there?
Yeah, they don't know that I'm in.
No, no,
Wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
there's
wait,
nobody,
wait.
there's nobody around you that
They
you're
can
aware
just
of.
go to the
Okay,
bathroom
I
ourselves.
go. I must have all of you in my room.
Are we not?
Let's go.
Okay.
We're
we'll
actually
go
his
in the
harem.
building.
It tracks.
Thank you.
All right. Now.
And we open the bag, or I open the bag and I go, Curly, I got a special present for you.
What? What is it? What is it? I love
I
presents.
cast invisibility on Curly.
Told you, reading my mind.
Yeah.
Curly, go wild.
Yeah.
What?
Just-
Oh, it.
But- You find where Sir Talavar is being kept.
All
I
right.
think,
I
and
could probably
then-
get him out, to be honest.
Well, maybe it's a bit too soon to get him out. We can come back and do. It's just they might be suspicious if we get him out too
Yeah.
early, and I mean.
I kind of want to
you know.
eat too. They'd probably cancel that shit.
Yeah.
Oh
we'll
yes, we
just-
must feast. We must feast.
Yes, yes, we can
What if
slip.
they
They
poison
said they
us?
said like mosquito and fly. Like, what are they going to make for us?
Yeah, I hope there's some
Oh,
other
sh-
options.
Oh no.
I don't know.
I
if there
hate
will.
frogs.
Free
The
options.
frog are absolutely worst. Ugh.
Yeah,
Like
they
the
have the
hummus?
worst. Like, I'm fine with eating bugs, but like, at least put some cheese sauce on it.
Also,
you know?
why does crocodile need clothing?
Yeah.
This place so.
That's
does
a
not make
working
sense to
dog.
me.
You are degrading it by making it wear those ruffles. That's a working boy. That's a good boy, right, Kaza?
Very good boy.
Yeah.
Well, before we. Okay, so after we do our thing here, what we'll do is change their government. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Wait, we're overthrowing the regime?
Mhm.
Eventually.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
the
Yeah.
that's the late game plan. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
it's a
Okay.
long
Working
game.
towards
You
it.
have you. I am on the board, as they say.
Okay.
That's how they say it, Kaza. That's
Still,
correct.
still gonna cast invisibility on our friend Curly,
Okay.
and while we do it, like just from the reminder, like Leo said, take a look out for Sir Talavar and see if you know where Bevlorna is, and
Okay.
see what like little sneaky things you can do.
Yeah. Steal some food if you're at it. If you're hungry.
Mhm.
If there's any
And then just come back in
really
time for the
really
feast.
At that moment, there is a brief knock at the door, and a note slides underneath.
Grabs the note.
While you're
Uh.
grabbing the note, I'm making sex noises.
You hear a very hurried sound of flapping feet moving away,
Okay,
moving
good.
away
Oh my
very
God.
quickly.
Effective. Great.
The note, do you speak Sylvan, Leo?
Let me double check.
I do.
Damn, I don't.
No.
I do though.
Yeah,
I have
it
common
looks like a
languages.
very
Anyone can
flowy
read
script.
this.
It's some form of Elvish. I can't read it. Yeah, it's
Oh, actually, wait. Does Kaza get a look at it?
yeah, I mean,
Leo would-
Leo's
yeah,
showing it around.
They would show it around. Anyone
Kaza
can
knows
read this?
Elvish.
Mhm.
The question is, could Kaza read? Is like the big one.
So
He
here's the
knows
fun thing
Elvish.
about languages in D&D. They do have similarities. Kaza, make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is just gonna go so well.
Leo knows Elvish as well, but he doesn't know Sylvan. So.
I know.
Actually,
Sylvan.
Leo, you can
probably-
Oh wait,
yeah.
Sylvan's Sylvan's different than Elvish.
it is,
Ignore
but
me
they're
now.
related.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
like
just
Latin
read
and
it.
Italian, basically.
Can anyone read this? Anyone at all?
I
Okay.
couldn't read
Just
it.
pass it
So-
around.
Anyone at all?
Yeah, I actually want to resolve this.
No
Leo,
takers.
if you want to roll
yeah, just let Hauld.
intelligence
Just let Hauld. Kaza can't read, anyways.
too. Okay. So Kaza, you're like, I don't know.
Hauld,
Leo,
what's that
you're having a
you
hard
can
time
read?
making heads or tails of it. Hauld, you're like, oh, yeah, it's Sylvan. You look at it.
Duh.
Idiot.
I can read it.
The message in
I can
very,
read the note,
very
guys.
No, hold
flowing
this
script.
note.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
The message in very flowing script reads, Find Illig, the Baron of Muxed Up at once. The revolution lives.
What?
We are so down for this. As I, read it out to the group.
Revolution.
We are
Leo
100% doing this. Right?
Leo opens the door, sees if he can see who this person was who dropped off the note.
You look around and
Rushes to the
there's
door.
nobody in sight.
Slams the door shut again.
All right. Well,
Damn.
Curly, find out who this person is.
Is it time
Is there
to
like a
rise
pen
up
or
against
paper
bourgeoisie?
in this room?
I don't know. You want me to what?
There is looking around. There is some stationery. It is like dotted with like little, like this super like adorable like Marukai like market like shop stuff like stationery that has
kitty
little like
stuff,
little
yeah.
little tiny like Sanrio like animals on it. It's like that, but it's all frogs.
Aww.
Oh.
Look at that merch you just came up with.
Curly just starts folding the paper into the shape of a guillotine, just casually.
As you do.
On
This
that
is
paper,
good
before
idea,
hey,
yes.
before you do that,
Huh?
before you do that, Curly, let me write the translation of this letter, and I hand it over to you. You can do whatever you want with it now.
Kaza high fives Curly after the guillotine is made.
And what
Look,
did the letter
if you
say?
pull this string, look.
Oh, it's so cool.
It's so cute.
Functioning gives you a
Anyway.
paper cut.
Hey,
Oh,
if you forget what your goal is, right?
Yeah.
Just read the note.
What does it say?
It says
wrote it
it says
in-
find Illig, the Baron of Muxtub at once. The revolution lives.
Revolution.
Viva la revolution! And
Yep.
then Curly takes it, crosses it out, and rewrites it in Thieves' Cant. So nobody else can read it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no one
Good
can
idea.
read it now.
Really good
You know what's
idea.
weird is in Thieves' Cant. In Thieves' Cant, it literally just says "fuck the police." Weird.
Yeah,
Weird. Wow, ACAB?
That's crazy.
All right, these
Thieves'
are my
Cant is
people.
crazy, right? It's not actually
Yeah.
language.
That's
What?
nuts.
Jeez.
Really?
Love
That's
these
a
cats.
sophisticated
Wow.
language.
It's like the
Dude, Thieves'
efficacy
Cant's
is
the
built
best.
into the language. Wow.
All right, Curly's gonna take her leave then. She's pockets. The
You just
little
gotta
thing
be
and
back before the feast. You gotta be
Or-
back in the backpack before the feast.
Or
Ah.
during the feast, I mean, you can just slip into the bag whenever, right?
That's true.
She is
Oh yeah, you just
invisible.
gotta slip into the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just
All
gotta
right.
make the bag available.
Mhm.
Peace.
Leave,
My bag
leave
will
the bag
have
open.
flap open like
Yeah.
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
So
Scampers
invisible
out.
Curly.
We gotta secure the
just-
bag.
Like I just want to plant a visual in y'all's minds. The door opens.
Mhm.
Nobody comes out of it, and it just shuts, and then just.
It's fine.
Uh-huh.
She likes to run like Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds perfectly right. Okay.
That sounds accurate.
So, Curly, you are wandering. You know that you. Okay, actually, you were in a bag the whole time. So give me a
Was,
survival
son of
check
a-
as you
Friggity
pop
frack I
out.
am. This is literally just Curly, get out of our hair and don't throw knives at things.
We
They
can
didn't-
do a
hey,
whole
they didn't
solo
say that
mission,
last time.
Curly.
I have
Alright,
a job.
You have a whole
You can
solo
throw
mission.
knives if you want.
You're an integral
If you
part of
Speak
this.
your truth.
Okay.
We
16 's
the
pretty
job
good.
you would be best at.
You have a pretty good sense of direction. You know, so as you're looking around, the fog is still fairly thick, but you can make out lots of little islands. It's sort of like a ring, and you're standing at the southern edge of it. You know that off somewhere to the north is where the court was, and that you would come there by way of kind of a counterclockwise rotation around the islands. You can see the outline of some of the balloons and the smoking husk of the building that you heard about as you were walking through. You see just the very tip of the spire of this cottage in the center where there's lots of clothing lines leading to it. And then to your right, you see a number of buildings and huts that are not really connected to anything but the waterway separating where you all are on a little sandbar and that other side, that other bank, does seem a little bit deep. So it seems like the easiest way, the path of least resistance, is to go clockwise back towards where you came if you wanted to try and find that, if you wanted to look at all those buildings on the right. Otherwise, exploring up back towards the balloon and the court would be very easy to do.
Okay. I think she's gonna do the counterclockwise victory run here, looking for some sort of indication of a prison.
Okay, so you want to keep in mind if you wanted to go like so to the east of you, it's just like water, and
Yeah.
crossing that water, there is like a number of like buildings and like what look like dwellings, but you would have to
But
cross
it's
the
a
water
circle,
to get to
right?
them. But it's a what?
So
Sorry.
like I can. It's sorry. So it's like a circle, right? Like that goes like
Yeah.
around, and then there's. Yeah.
You
So in order
came
to
from
get
you
across
came
the
from
way-
like the north and down a bunch of steps, and you're on
Ah.
this sandbank. But if you wanted to continue and go like to the east, like because you're like the southwest side of Downfall right now on the map
Yeah.
that you all have access to in the chat. You would have to cross the bank. You see that like kind of winding like waterway? You'd have to
Yep,
cross
yep,
that
I
if
see
you
it.
wanted to keep going. Otherwise, you could go the other way.
Okay. I'm gonna go the other way.
Okay.
Because if there's one thing I know about Curly, it's that she does not want to get wet for any reason.
Okay.
We will not be doing that today.
Okay, so I would like a stealth check with advantage as you make your way.
This is Henrietta, by the way. Look at her. Look how cute she is.
Ooh, so cute. She has a new bed.
Aw.
She
Yeah,
does.
that's
It's
right.
Huge.
I follow SpaceGhost
Hell
on
never
Twitter.
die.
That's right. The lore. The
Y'all
Henrietta
should
lore.
follow
Henrietta
SpaceGhost on Twitter.
Lax.
Look at her.
So cute.
Look at this idiot. Look at you're so stupid. Okay, I love you. I rolled a 19.
Hell yeah, you are like the wind, like nobody.
I'm
So
a
you
leaf on the wind.
pass through.
Watch how you soar.
You see a number of very good reference. Too soon. Wash. You see a number of balloons, like a couple of like these like hot air balloons, just kind of like waiting and like sort of weighed down by some stones. Doesn't appear to be anyone working at them. And then there are a number of docks with a few skiffs that are completely empty. This area seems entirely deserted.
Okay.
You just keep
This
going?
is probably the. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. This is the working people's neighborhood, clearly.
Yeah, you make your way through this, past the stones. Quickly. Okay, I'm gonna. Ooh. How much were you paying attention to the conversation as you were in the bag and everyone was kind of like walking down? You were being led to your little, to your cabanas, if you will.
Yeah. She was listening to it really well because she's bored in the bag.
That's
I
fair.
was like, this is a terrible idea.
Then you would have remembered that there was a stone in the center that they were told to hop over.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Trap.
Bop over it. You keep wending around. You see the like burnt out building that seems to still be smoking. Do you continue on past that?
Yep.
Okay.
She salutes. Great job, Talvar.
Yeah, Sir Talamar, just a little bit of light arson,
A little bit of arson.
You know that crossing the bridge leads you into the Soggy Court, and you can see in the distance there are still a number of bullywugs kind of milling about. Are you going to attempt to just pass right through?
Yeah. Looks like I've made my decision.
Okay.
I mean.
Another
that's
stealth
gonna be-
check with advantage. You are invisible.
I'm invisible as Frick. As Frick.
That's Frick.
We've used up our F
Very,
words.
very high amount of
PG-13.
invisibility. Oh yeah, that's right. I dropped an F bomb. Sorry for our rating, fam.
No.
That's our first roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and
All
roll
right,
again.
let's try again.
This is a Christian Discord D&D.
Well, that was survival, not stealth, but it's whatever. Just add 1 to it, so it'd be 12.
That's fine. Yeah, it would be a 12 on the first roll.
Yeah, and then this one I actually rolled stealth.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Just settle.
19. Okay,
Dice.
very
Ooh.
good.
go.
Yeah, there seems to be like quite a lot of like activity as there is a lot of like croaking sounds between all of these other frogs that you don't speak bullywug, I don't recall, so you can't make it out.
Sure don't.
But you do manage to like stay relatively clear of them and past the gazebo and down through the court. On the opposite side, you see. Oh, there we go. You do see a bunch of hanging cells in which one particular fairy dragon that seems very familiar to you is kind of flitting about and discussing something in a low voice with another bullywug, quite small and squat, that is imprisoned in a cage that is a bit too small for her, as her legs are just kind of like hanging out underneath the cage.
Okay. Is there a way for me to climb up the side to like be able to hear their conversation?
You can walk right up to them. I mean, you're invisible, so like
Okay,
they're talking to each other and there's no one else around, so they seem to be confident that they are alone right now.
Okay. So I'm like, because the cages are like above, right?
The cages are like sort of suspended from like a stake in the ground. Yeah, and Sir Talavar's is about the same size as this other one. So Sir Talavar seems relatively comfortable in his, whereas this other bullywug is kind of like crammed in.
Okay. So yeah, Curly's just gonna scamper over and just kind of like, I mean, she's a nosy little rabbit, so.
Just gonna listen in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is what you hear. Sir Talavar is speaking, and he goes, "Really, it is quite impossible, Morgoth. I am so sorry that this happened to you, and I'm honestly, I'm so glad to find you alive. But trust me, my friends are going to get both of us out of here. I will insist on your release, and we will all take our troubles far, far away from this place, and you will not need to be engaging in any ritual combat anytime soon." And the companion just goes, "All right, Sir Talavar, if you trust that these companions of yours are true, I'm honestly a bit surprised that you gave yourself up again after everything we did to get you out of there, and Wigglewog giving his life for all of it. Honestly, I thought you'd be a bit more careful. I'm a little disappointed, but I believe you say you have a plan, and I'm going to believe you here, because otherwise I would be very, very close to trying to punch you from here if I could reach." And Talavar goes, "I understand completely how you feel, but you must realize that this is all just a very elaborate ruse. Trust me, the people that are currently engaging the rest of the Soggy Court, they are the best of the best. You may take my word on that."
Someone died.
And
then he was like, "Sure, bring me back, no problem."
So they can
think
continue
Curly
if you wanted to keep listening.
Oh, that was funny.
I think Curly's actually gonna laugh when he's like, "I would punch you from here." Like, literally cannot stop herself from just being like,
What was that?
I'm sorry. It's me, Sir Talavar.
Oh,
Sir Talavar.
Curly. Yes, you are.
It's Curly.
You
Yes.
have. Where
I'm invisible.
are
Can you
you?
believe that? I'm invisible.
Yes, I have seen this magic before. Morgoth,
Okay,
do not be
okay.
alarmed. This is our companion.
No speeches. Hey,
What?
look at me.
What? I can't.
Well,
Where
I
are
guess
you?
you can't look. Shoot.
Some John Cena
okay,
moment
okay.
right now.
Look at me in my eyes.
Look at me
Look at me. Okay.
Witness
Okay,
me.
here's
This is
what-
my boat.
Shoot. If I want to get you one of my knives, so you can have it just in case, right?
I did have. Do you still? I believe you still have my my weapon that you had taken from me. Perhaps that can be.
Sure do. And I definitely haven't been throwing it at stuff a lot.
That is quite all right.
Been
It is
perfectly
quite durable. But if you were to slip it to me, I could very easily cut my way out of here, and Morgoth's as well.
Yeah. So not yet, because we have to do the whole feast thing, and then they're
yes.
taking us to Bavlorna. So,
I
but
see.
yeah, give yourself the night, okay? So wait until sunrise before breaking out.
See, Morgoth, what did I tell you? These are quite clever individuals. And the bullywug kind of rolls her eyes a little bit and like looks, trying to pinpoint where the sound is coming from. I'm gonna roll for them. They do not manage to pinpoint you, and they go, "Well, wherever you are, I hope you've got a bit better of a plan than this one here. But I trust that you will find a way to get us out of this mess. Thank you."
Yeah, well, okay, so listen. A little bit concerned. I heard a mention of trial by combat. That's not like scheduled for today or anything, right? Like you're not.
No, your arrival's thrown a bit of a wrench in the works. See, I was scheduled to be executed, but now that there's 2 prisoners, Sir Talavar and I were set to fight to the death for our freedom and the court's amusement, but it's going to be postponed till tomorrow because there's a feast in your honor.
Okay, game plan, right? I don't give 2 flying fairy dragon fricks about Bavlorna. Okay, I don't have anything to say to her. I don't even know who she is. I'm actually getting kind of bored of this like whole pursuit thing. So I'm gonna stay here where the action is, and we're gonna break you out. I'm gonna help. Okay, all right. Does that sound fun? Does that sound fun?
One of the eyebrows kind of cocks, and she looks over at Sir Talbot and goes, I think I'm starting to like these companions of yours. I told you
so
you would come
excited.
round.
I'm gonna give your bullywog friend one of my daggers too. So
She pockets it and goes, I can make good use of this.
yeah, I'll unequip that, and also I'll unequip his rapier and stop throwing it.
Yeah,
at
there we
things.
go. Yeah, he's able to like slip it back onto his side.
Our
Like,
rogue's
he's in a
gone
cage, so they yeah. So the bullywug can't quite like as you're handing the dagger over, she sees that she's like, well, I don't know who you are, but it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Morgert, the Knight of Flies.
Oh, a Knight of Fly. All right, so wait. You're friends with Sir Talvar?
Well, friends is stretching it a bit, but we've worked together, yes.
Yeah, we don't claim him either.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing.
Surely
nothing.
she
No,
jests.
You're great. You're
Yes,
so
of
great.
course,
I'm
of course.
jesting. Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. For sure jestting. Okay. So you've got a weapon. You've got a weapon. Is there anything else I can get you just to be prepared for this whole thing? Do you want me to bring you a plate of food? I think I could probably do that. How
Well,
long does invisibility last? I have no idea.
Honestly, you'd best be on your way. They're going to be bringing our food soon, and I don't think they'd appreciate if they saw us eating more than what was planned, because it probably would give your game away.
Oh, they're not that smart.
They're not that stupid either, unfortunately.
That's true. I hate frogs. Sorry. I mean, not you.
Honestly, no offense taken.
Excellent. All right. Well, then I'm gonna stop. I hate frogs. I hate them. I hate them so much. All right. I'm gonna go back to the crew. Gonna crawl in my bag where I live now.
Okay, so you make your way back once again?
Yeah.
Give me another stealth check as you make your way past the soggy court.
Oh my god, it's gonna get messy.
With advantage.
With advantage, right?
Yeah, you're still invisible. This whole
Let's
like
go.
invisibility lasts an hour, so you have plenty of time.
I believe.
Don't worry. I'm gonna.
This
roll
whole
again.
trek is taking you like 20 minutes tops. 6 is the first roll.
Get it. Don't give me a 6. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Okay. I'm still waiting for it, but it sounds like it was a good result.
The 14.
14. You almost collide with one of the soggy court members that kind of turns like awkwardly in a direction that you weren't expecting, but you just kind of like do that like quick like step out of the way like airport spin and get on your way without being noticed, as far as you're aware. That was close.
She didn't make that noise.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than that.
You get back to the cabana, and the door shuts.
The Copal Cabana.
Yeah, yeah, where? Yeah. Oh gosh, no, you can't sing that. We don't have the rights. You get back, and I presume you can drop invisibility anytime you want. For the record.
Oh. She does it because it's only her.
So the door opens and shuts, and you all are still in there, presumably. What have you all been doing in the meantime?
Yeah. What's happened here?
We're existing, waiting,
Yeah.
Vibing.
It's been about 20 minutes for the
vibing.
record.
Yes.
I probably pooped.
With us all in the room with you?
Yeah, there's probably a bathroom in our room. They're doing a feast.
In our
Probably a
shack?
Is it
bathroom.
separate? These are
It's probably
frogs.
just
Do
a
they care?
corner.
There are
I
actually
mean, they don't
Hole in the
care.
floor?
There are actually no bathrooms in the cabana.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Opa.
Copacabana.
You know how sometimes it goes back in? That's what happened.
Oh, guys.
Hmm.
Wait, no, never mind. We're good.
Sorry. Where that was going?
Woo!
Especially
I said
after
Tune
that
into the
conversation,
after
it's
show.
not my own.
Although, now that you
Um,
mention it, looking around the room, you do actually spy a little tiny chest, like a very like miniature chest.
I'm gonna pick those. I'm gonna unlock that.
It's not
And
even
she's
locked.
not gonna say. Oh.
You open it up and there's actually 10 gold pieces inside, and that's the treasure that's been redeemed from way earlier in the game.
Oh yeah, thanks somebody.
Yay.
Mama Shima.
Yeah.
We must
Also,
try harder.
Hauld has inspiration from an age ago that I should have given him, but you have it now.
Oh, okay.
Is he
and
gonna
next-
roll it all?
If you choose to use it.
I am gonna go out and be like, when is this feast happening? I am losing my patience.
So you just go out and shout into the.
Yeah, I'm getting hangry probably.
Yeah, you get a little
What
hangry.
time
Okay.
is it?
You go out and shout, and after about 30 seconds, a little like head pops out of the water at the shore and goes, "Oh, it'll be ready in about 30 minutes, I believe. The chef is
Okay.
busy preparing your gluten-free meal."
Oh my god. Can I actually go see the preparation to make sure that there's no cross contamination?
You
Oh my
wish to see if you wish to see the food preparation, the kitchen is to the east. You're more than welcome to go.
She's so thorough.
Okay.
Are we
Had
Do you
heading
guys want to go to the
kitchen?
kitchen?
Pops down below the water again.
I mean, why not? I suppose. Make
Yeah.
sure there's no cross contamination for your gluten allergy.
Yep. Ninkasi, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. I guess we can also check to see if things are kosher in the kitchen as well while we're there.
Curly's
That has
gonna
multiple
fall
meanings
into
in the kitchen.
Ninkasi's bag.
Okay. Slip back in.
Oh, you're back in
Okay.
the bag. All right, cool.
All right. So I guess we
back in
all.
the bag, Shinji.
Congratulations, Shinji.
God damn
All
it.
right.
Wow.
Before we go,
Little.
just to review our names: Herbert,
Her-
Liam,
Curly.
Liam, Curly, you're in the bag, right? Norbert
Herbert.
and
Not
Ninkasi.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those
maybe
are our names.
Nina's the nickname or something. We can-
Yeah, so let's start saying Nina, and if they ask, it's a nickname.
Okay. I'm gonna say Casey, but
We're like his Sims.
You're
We're like
my
old
boss,
Sims.
so that works.
all
I'm
right.
gonna take the ladder out of the pool and I'm gonna drown. I can feel it already.
All right, and we go to the kitchen.
Okay, so the direction you were shown is
See,
across the
because my
shore.
background. Yeah.
So do you swim? There is no causeway.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll be back in just 1 second. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
We have prestidigitation.
There
We have
is-
I don't think that's
you
gonna
do see your skiff actually
we could get dried off.
tied on the shore.
Mhm.
Yep, if there's a means of sailing, Rio would go towards that.
Okay.
It's-
Yeah,
I'm not
I
trying
follow.
to. Yeah, I mean, we could dry off with some magic, but it's just you don't know what's in the what.
Hey, it's the
just,
soggy court, not the
uh,
perfectly dry court. Just saying.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes, Liam, I wish you would take the scenic route.
Well, sometimes I wish you wouldn't.
Well,
Ooh.
sometimes, Leo, I wish you would. Liam, I wish you would wait for an appropriate. Well,
Are we
promised
doing this
myself
now?
I promised
Sorry, but
myself
are-
I wouldn't do this. I promised
Man,
myself I
this-
wouldn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Romance
you
you
did.
spat in one
You
session.
did.
Holy crap.
You promised.
I
Are
did
you gonna go back on your promise again? Hmm?
again.
Again? Yes, just like last time.
No, there was no last time.
There won't be a next time either.
I just wanted to go to the kitchen.
Ninkasi tries to comfort Hauld with
Don't
the
hurt
awkward
me.
there.
Don't touch me.
Oh, okay.
Real housewives.
going to the
Real
kitchen,
housewives of
damn
Anacra.
Get on this
Holy
skiff.
shit.
We're going to the
Kaza's
kitchen.
just like Kaza's just confused.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, we all get into the boat.
After a very emotionally
boy.
taxing and awkward boat ride, you reach the opposite shore, and you see from a watchtower above a couple of armored bullywugs salute you as you continue along a very muddy pathway. In the distance, you do see a number of bullywugs gathered around what appears to be a very large cauldron, and there's a lot of activity, a lot of like running back and forth and things being tossed in. And one of them is just holding a giant, a spoon bigger than they are, and just going like this constantly. And as far as you can tell, that appears to be something cooking. So it may be the kitchen, it may be something different.
Oh, Herbert, look at the stirring technique. It's quite advanced. We don't have that in Northern Hither.
Don't
And
pretend
Cassie.
like nothing happened.
Soup isn't a meal. That soup isn't a meal.
It's not. No.
It's not, right?
No.
People are
You don't-
crazy.
You don't think so?
No, soup isn't a meal.
Well,
What
depends
kind
on
of
what's in this soup,
savages?
right? I mean,
What's the weather like? Is it warm?
It's very foggy. It's like
Yeah. This is
it's
not
like
soup
it's
weather.
It's a little below room
Soup weather.
temperature.
Soup weather.
It's very much. It is soup weather for
Weather.
sure.
Oh, it
my
is soup
God.
weather?
It's
Okay.
it's
It is,
thick
okay.
as pea soup fog and also soup weather at the same time.
Oh god.
Mm.
Wait, pea
Is that
soup,
asparagus?
No, that's just the pea bottle.
No.
Oh yeah.
And it's
That's
not
what
hot
Kaza.
weather.
I do not
Uh,
want more pea. You did enough already.
Oh, Liam, I will wait till later. Let's go see what's cooking. And maybe I won't put you in it. I'm sorry, I said I wouldn't.
Oh, not
Except for
again.
what
Fine, let's go.
When do we get food?
It's like our highs are so high and the lows are so low.
Do you think we're toxic?
Reported.
Mm. Hauld's toxic trait is existing.
It's getting so real. Oh no.
Ooh, wow.
I
She's
have
too real for us.
I have
we,
trauma
we
now.
esports now. Okay, so do you all approach the bullywugs running around the cauldron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get up to it and you see that they are all wearing like very like stained looking like chef's aprons, and the one stirring has like one of those like hats with like the muffin top bit on it. And they all turn and glance over at you. He continues to stir and goes, I'm sorry, the food's not ready yet.
I go, hip hip, and I salute.
Oh.
Keep stirring though.
Ready?
Try again.
Right. You notice that the cauldron that they are stirring, it's very ornately carved. There are actually like clawed like feet down at the bottom base of it, and the fire that is lighting it almost appears to have like a number of little faces in it. It's kind of very apparent to you.
I go, Casey,
Yes, sir.
Nurbert,
Yes, yes, sir.
please inspect the food.
This is very irregular, but
I've
there
had
a
many
wooden-
assassination
Is there a
attempts
wooden
against me.
spoon like anywhere?
Yeah.
they're
no,
holding onto a
it's
very
that.
large wooden spoon.
Okay, Kaza's just gonna yank it from
Uh,
whoever's holding it.
We need to taste test. You know, there has been assassination attempts on our lives. and
Right,
that's just
right.
what my servants are here
The-
for. Make sure the
Kaza's
food is
just
not
gonna-
poisoned.
The
With
chef looks
gluten.
over at the other bullywugs who are just like, and they
Kaza
kind of
just
start
goes and
wandering. They kind of start wandering off actually, and he's like,
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, make him eat it. Make him eat him first.
Hey, I don't know where I heard that from. I can't do that.
She's trying to whisper it into
what was-
Ninkasi.
Yeah. Perhaps we should have them try it.
Yes.
Oh.
Excuse me. Where are you going? Please come back.
We must show you some hospitality. Please come back.
I'm not allowed to taste the food before. We do have a food taster, but he's with
Send
the
them
court.
over.
Bring them in.
Bring them
Good
in.
Rover.
They've all wandered. I'm gonna have to. I'll
be
be
right
right back. I'll be
I
right
don't
back. Don't.
What
please.
is wrong with these NPCs? They're bugging again.
Kaza's gonna sniff
They're
this
always
giant
bugging.
ladle of whatever.
So the
soup
chef,
this
the
is.
chef one, who was the only one that was remaining, has like wandered off to the right to go and like scuttled off to go like get the official court food taster. So you are all left alone with the cauldron right now.
Oh, the service.
Kaza's
here.
gonna like just sniff what does it smell like?
It smells
Asparagus?
a little bit. Like there's a bit of asparagus, but there's also like a number of other spices that come to your nose. Like it's like ginger, turmeric,
Ugh, sea
Maybe-
cabbage.
maybe like
Hold-
a little bit of like basil.
Hold, they use special vodka after sleeping. It smelled like.
Special sleeping vodka.
Yes, it
Yeah.
smelled like sleeping vodka I have this morning.
All vodka, sleeping vodka. Let's be honest.
You know, my friend,
Should I taste or do I wait for?
it's up
Wait,
to
wait.
you.
Well,
Uh,
I'm
you
giving
are
you freedom of choice.
As
you are giving Dobby suck.
Yep.
Oh, no. As you are having this debate, the lid that was sitting on the ground flies up and like lands on top of the cauldron and seals it
Huh?
So,
on its
What?
own.
so Kaza still has just the smallest.
I just have a
spoonful of the
ladle.
soup.
I just have a tiny spoonful of soup.
I did that. Did you? Did anyone do that here?
That was
Did you
me.
do that? Did you do that?
I did
Gosh
not.
golly jeepers.
No.
If only I knew what you were referring to.
Oh.
Do cauldron usually do this? Or is
I don't
No.
have any history with cauldrons.
What if you try to
Okay.
open it? Is it gonna explode or something?
Well- all I have is a mace. Fuck. Wait.
Are you gonna bash the cauldron?
I
can
don't
Kaza
bash
like
it,
try
okay?
and lift the lid? Is it like?
You try
Is
to.
there
you
like
try-
a handle to it?
There is like a little like finger hold thing, although there's steam coming out because it's on top of it. If you want to try to lift it,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can.
fuck it. Kaza's not that smart. He's gonna just start trying to
Okay.
fucking lift it.
You try to
Oh,
lift
God.
it. It's a little hot, but you're managing. You get a good grip. You yoink, and it starts to give, and then slides off your fingers, and then the whole cauldron looks like it like extends up about a couple inches, and the feet like grow a little bit, and it just goes and it scuttles 10 feet.
What?
Oh,
the
walks away?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like away from the
No.
coals that it's sitting on, and it just plants itself 10 feet to the right.
This is some
Off the
Miyazaki
heat?
shit.
But now the cauldron is not cooking.
It is
Maybe
not.
Have
it's-
we done?
Maybe it's
Uh,
done.
Have we done? What?
Hey, you want that cauldron?
Is it talking to us?
The sound, the voice you hear is coming from where the cauldron was standing. And you look down, and in the pile of coals, there is a little, kind of like fiery, impish creature that just goes.
Oh my god!
It's like Calcifer,
You all-
like
it is
Calcifer.
it is a little calcifer.
Oh,
Hey,
I love that
you wanted that
movie.
thing? Y'all, you're trying to get in the
No.
cauldron.
No.
Why
No?
did it grow leg and
Wait,
move?
don't.
Because
Hey, we
it's
already
magic.
almost-
Why did you think?
We gotta be careful on who speaks here. Sir,
Oh.
I mean, I don't care who speaks. You're all.
Sorry, boss.
Look, you all look like a bunch of assholes to
Wait,
me.
I was given freedom. What, do I not have freedom anymore?
you have freedom.
Very limited.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about me? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just go do Casey stuff.
You all seem to have a very complicated like hierarchy or something, but like honestly, I was just kind of trying to make a deal. I'll give you the password to get in the cauldron. I just want some wood.
Oh, wood. Did they not
What-
give you enough wood around here? Did they mistreat
What-
you?
What
No,
type of
they
wood?
don't. They're frogs. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Wow.
Honestly,
Agreed.
So,
like I don't know why Bevlorna keeps them around.
so the food they cook is bad then, because they don't know what they're doing. Is that?
God, it's awful. Do you understand why they're
Oh,
putting so much
no.
sage in that?
I didn't know
is
what
it?
they were putting in there. They probably put gluten as well, trying to kill us.
I don't know what gluten is, but yeah, it sounds bad.
Can I smell gluten? Can you smell?
Oh, I
gluten?
was snorting.
I don't know. Where can we get wood from? Is there wood around here?
I mean,
Non-waterlogged
like,
wood?
there's twigs over there. Like I
What
can't,
if I just?
I can't
what if I just
leave
give?
the
What if I give
coals.
you wooden spoon?
Oh yeah, no, that'd work. But I mean, yeah, sure, I could eat that.
Okay, do I
They
give-
might.
Put
they might
soup on it.
need that.
But they have other. There is no. It is kitchen. There has to be other. You can't. You cannot just have a single wooden spoon.
I mean, you heard the fire. They don't know what they're doing. Might just have one spoon. They don't have a replacement spoon. Maybe.
What kind of madmen cook with only single wooden spoon? Outrageous.
The frogs, maybe. I don't know.
At this point, they deserve to have the spoon in the fire. It is their own fault.
All right. So can I have that thing?
The spoon?
You have free will.
You know,
I mean, I can't grab it.
Positive.
Do we have a deal? Like,
Do-
I mean, I'll give you
what
Should
a
we
will.
try what's in it first, or do we?
Well,
wait?
what's the password for again?
You give me the spoon. I'll tell you how to open the
Open-
To
cauldron.
open it.
Why do we need to open the cauldron?
To taste the soup.
I guess
Well,
we
I
don't really
have-
need to because when
well,
the
I
frogs
have-
come back, then they'll open the cauldron. So
True.
it's kind of an unnecessary step here.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they will, maybe they won't. Are you willing to take that risk?
But they should have the password. They cook on you.
I
Wait,
mean,
yeah, do they not have? Wait,
Bavlorna opened
Yeah, we can
last
get-
time,
so
Oh.
they will have to get Bevlorna to come and
right?
fix.
Only she knows the
Perfect.
password for the cauldron. It's her cauldron after all.
Oh, okay. So then why? Okay, so we
Yeah.
just leave it closed.
That's great, actually.
Thank
You
you,
solved our
thank you very much,
problem.
Fire.
Thank you,
Wait, what?
Fire.
What?
You just
What do you
solved
mean?
all of our problems.
Oh, thank you.
This is actually crazy
What
how
do you-
that happened.
Wait. So you're not gonna give me any wood?
No.
I mean,
All right, and that's to all of you. and he blows out a bunch of raspberries, but it's like hot coals, and it like pecks you on the face, and it's like burning a little bit.
That's
And
awful.
then he dives back below, and the coals
Can Kaza
extinguish
punch-
themselves.
Oh, I was gonna ask if Kaza
Ah,
could punch the
Jesus.
fire.
I mean, if you want, yeah, you can punch it, but it's
But I
like,
have to
it's like
roll.
it goes out basically. Roll
Whatever, it's
roll
just- it's
unarmed
just-
attack.
It's about the message at this point.
Yeah,
15.
15. You punch into a bunch of hot ash, and your
That
fist
hot
connects
ash.
with something solid. Like it goes way through, like down below the
Mhm.
ground, and you're like, oh, what the heck is that? It's like something like smooth and beveled.
Huh.
Can Kaza just grab it?
You pull it out,
Okay. Yeah.
dusting the ash off of it. It looks like it's like a cylindrical, like sharp-edged, almost like bone-like thing. It looks like a horn of some kind.
These are not usually under fire pit, no? And he like holds it up to the group.
Anyone who'd like to can make a nature check.
Sounds
Sure.
terrible, but I'm curious.
Wait, what is it again? Can you describe it
It
again?
looks
sorry?
like it looks like a like beveled like ivory sort of
16.
horn or
I
tusk.
got an 8. I don't know.
Oh, okay. 13.
13 for Leo. You're not 100% sure, but it definitely looks to have some sort of magical ability. Hauld, on a 16, that you think that's a unicorn horn?
Oh.
What?
Okay. I look over and I'm like, hey, come here, Kaza. I mean,
What?
Nerbert.
Herbert.
I'm like, are we not just like next to each other? Or
I mean, I
We're
don't
like
think that
2 feet
matters.
away. Hey, come
Oh,
over
shit.
here.
Oh shit! Whoa! I had no idea you were so close. Apologies. Sorry.
he's just holding up the horn to you.
So, I have something to tell you. What you have in your horn, I mean, what you have in your hands, is a glorified, honest to God, hard as a rock horn of the unicorn.
You made that sound very impressive.
Ooh.
Now he can officially be horny on me.
Oh my god.
So
That's
what
a
do I
great name
do?
for a weapon if that's made out of horn.
Oh
Horny
my
on me.
god, I have
Horny
to
on
Yeah,
remember
horny
this
on
now.
main. Yeah,
Horny on main hand.
yeah. I equip horny
What
on
have I
main.
done? I regret everything.
What do I do with horn?
Keep it. It's yours.
Is that rare?
Oh.
I think without rolling, Leo, you would know that unicorn horn is like unicorns in general are fairly uncommon creatures. They're usually valued for like, you know, they're usually considered like very like majestic and protected in a lot of spaces. You don't recall ever seeing like one alive. Maybe like you've seen a skeleton in a museum. But you would know from your background that unicorn horns are considered a pretty useful magical component for a variety of things. But the act of harvesting, oh no,
The Futurama
the act of harvesting them is considered
Human
very,
horn.
very brutal, and therefore it is mad illegal to try and get one.
Okay, so why? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You would know this
that
too,
is-
Holt, for the record.
Oh, okay.
That is rare.
I don't know. I don't know if
it's
anyone else
illegal
would. I
in
think y'all can roll for it. Ninkasi, you might have a chance.
There's no way that
Why would they have this?
I
What
feel
else
like
would I
feel
roll
like Kaza
for?
would
Because
have
I
known.
rolled.
This is
Kaza's just
that was
like,
for nature
it's
to
a
identify
horn.
it. This is like more of a like a regular intelligence check to see if like you know
I
particularly
can
that kind of stuff.
just.
wisdom.
I'm
You
not,
can
I'm
do
not
wisdom
that
if you want.
smart. Oh, let's do wisdom.
Yeah, more like if you like would be able to put that
Oh
together.
my
from a-
god! All of my rolls today have
you
been
rolled
below 10.
charisma though.
Oh.
But I'm gonna.
Oh, did
I'm
I?
Gonna,
Oh, thank
I'm
God.
Gonna,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna let
no,
you re-roll it
wait,
because you
wisdom.
rolled the wrong thing.
Oh god. Oh, it's slightly better.
Okay.
17.
Yeah, you would.
It's a lot better actually.
You
Lot
would
better.
not know particularly, but you would be able to, out of like in context, put together the pieces that like if that's from a unicorn, you know it's pretty rare. You know that unicorns aren't super common, and you know that they're pretty majestic. So whoever did that, whoever took its horn off, was probably not a very nice person.
Got it. They're
Why do they
natural.
have
Okay.
this?
Yeah, why do frogs have this?
Yeah, well, it's probably Bavlorna's. She probably needs
Oh,
it for some
true.
reason.
True.
Oh, you are muted, by the
Oh,
way,
is it a
Curly.
Is it a spell?
I did it.
Yay!
Well, we should definitely keep it. It's put it in your bag, I guess.
I agree.
No, put it in this bag. This one. This
Yeah, I
bag.
put it. I take it. Put it in the bag with Curly, assuming you let me take it from you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Kaza's just like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kaza.
Whoever is
Now.
keeping it, add the unicorn horn to your inventory.
Ninkasi, you can add it. I'm not gonna steal it from
I
you.
think it might be a custom item, but yeah.
Why would they
have
however you want to figure it.
Yeah,
Horn
That's what I'm
underground?
wondering too. Why did they? Was it like helping the cooking or something? I don't.
What are unicorn horns usually
Was
used for?
in the
Does anybody
Do,
know?
do any of us like sense any magic around it?
Random magic
It's like
stuff?
imbued with anything?
Poisoning?
It-
Maybe.
like just on its own, it doesn't appear to be giving anything off. But I mean, there are other ways to check that.
I don't have those ways.
Why?
Kaza's still
no.
holding, by the way, this little spoon of soup. Like,
Are you gonna taste it?
It has cooled off quite a bit by now.
I would try to taste it, man. I'm like super curious.
Okay, I taste.
Okay.
Kaza's gonna taste the soup.
Roll
Okay,
a
Oh, no.
Constitution saving throw,
Oh
please.
no.
Uh-oh. It's actual
Escape.
poison.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Con is the good stuff. 15.
Yeah. It was a bit heavy on the sage, but it's okay. Could
Is
use a
that-
bit of
is that-
salt.
Is it good? Like,
It's not good. It's middling.
is this like a Gordon Ramsay yelling at me type of deal, or like what are we?
Gordon Ramsay probably wouldn't appreciate it very much now.
Okay, all right.
It's a
I
bit
am an
watery.
idiot sandwich.
Yeah, this is idiot sandwich level.
Yeah.
Idiot
The
sandwich.
bullywugs of the Soggy Court are not particularly known for their fine cuisine.
Wait, are we? Did you just eat unicorn? Maybe.
If I
'Cause
did,
why
it
else
did-
would they have the horns?
if I eat unicorn, it not taste good.
Well,
So
maybe
part
they
of me
just like
thinks-
ruined it. You can make like good food into bad food if you just put too much other random
Yeah.
little shit in it. you
Why
know?
is there a whole unicorn horn here? I wonder if this is
Under
like
a
one of those,
fire
like,
pit.
escape
I don't
room
know.
red herrings.
It's just
Maybe-
it's gonna be completely useless.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Wait, maybe
just-
unicorn horns are associated with magic stuff. Maybe that's what was keeping that fire spirit thing alive, or what had the cauldron walk away. Maybe we just
Maybe
like
we-
killed the magic. Maybe we killed the spirit.
Should we give the unicorn
Uh-oh.
horn to the spirit?
We can see if this. Hello, spirit. We're gonna give you some wood now. Hello, you can come back. We're going to right our wrongs.
The fire had completely gone out. The coals are no longer burning, and it's just like smoking a little bit. And of course, there's a massive hole in it because Kaza punched it.
Anyone light
That's
fire?
right. Anyone can light fire? Anyone here?
Make fire there? Any fire lighters?
No. Unless there's like something in like a kit, I think would be like because I think kits have kindling sometimes, but
I think yeah. If you have like an explorer's pack, that should come with like tinder and flint or something. If you wanted to try and relight the fire.
Rip.
I don't either.
Thought I
No,
was
make
taking a fire spell, but then I didn't because I am a water genasi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not a fire ganassi.
No. So I was like, meh, I don't want that.
None of us
Well-
can make fire. How are we still alive?
I know, seriously.
I mean,
Um,
we probably just like strike rocks until something happens.
They
If
don't
you
have
wanna
any-
try
got
that.
the flint?
Are there?
Well, we can't.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
we got to be less conspicuous. Said
can
for the
just
first
wait.
time, what character development from Hauld?
No, it'll be fine. Can talk our way out of anything.
Okay,
It's true. It's a true statement.
I agree. So we're just
Factual.
waiting.
Well,
Oh,
maybe we should
um,
put cauldron back on fire because there is giant hole that someone punched in fire, and
yeah. You can lift it, right, Kaza? You're big, strong.
of course it is not. Can Kaza just go and lift it and put it back on
Yeah,
the
give me
fire
a strength check
pit? What?
Guidance.
with a d4. Okay. That's a save, but I'm gonna count it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Go ahead and add a d4 to it. Two.
17.
That is what you needed.
Yay!
Heft up.
Thank you guys.
Cauldron. And the feet kind of go like they're trying to like walk, but you just hold on to it. Set it
so
back
the feet
down.
still move.
The feet are
Okay.
still were still moving, but you've lifted it up above the ground, so they can't go anywhere. So just like trying to skitter, but they can't. You place it back down on the ground, and then the feet kind of like turn back into stone, and the fire reignites underneath the cauldron, which starts to bubble once
Oh,
again.
good.
Okay.
We fixed everything. All right.
All right, we won the video game.
Good work. Where are these frogs? We're getting the taste tester.
Where is
pie on the way? I don't.
I already. The soup was cold when I eat it. It's. Ugh.
What? Someone was looking for a taste tester, yes?
Yes, over here, please.
The chef has led a very skinny-looking frog. Like we're talking like the green tree frogs, like those really long ones. Like,
Oh, the long boy.
he's a long boy. He's like very, very lanky, and he is wearing like a teal vest that goes even longer than like his torso, like down to like where his legs are, and it's like the only thing he's wearing. He goes, yes, I was told there was a need of a taste test, and I am happy to provide the services that are requested.
Do they starve you? Do they only let you taste test as your only source of nourishment?
Yes. How did you know?
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Yes. Well, I appreciate your concern, but it is a good living, and it is a
Is it?
Otherwise, I would be starving without a hope of taste testing. These nobles are very good to have given me a home.
Stockholm syndrome here.
I feel bad for
Quite
this
bad.
frog.
I am Bloth, by the way. It is nice to make your acquaintance.
Bluff.
Bluff.
I'm afraid I have no
love
such
Bloth.
titles to, unfortunately, to confer. But I understand that you are all visiting from northern hither.
Yes.
Very correct.
Ah,
Is
well, welcome.
do we see like everything around? Like, how foggy is it? Like, do we only see like what's directly around
Like
us,
they
or can
kind
we
of
see
came
like?
out of the fog. Like it's a little difficult to make things out. Like if you want to give me a
Mhm.
perception check with disadvantage, you can.
Like, can I see the middle?
Like you mean the middle of the lake?
Yeah.
You can see the tip top of what appears to be like a building or a cottage of some kind out in
Okay.
the middle of the lake, just like because it pokes above the fog, but that's about it.
Uh-huh.
Everything else
Okay.
kind of disappears.
That feels important. Well, I asked this person like what that thing poking out of the top is. Like,
Oh,
it's in the
That-
center. It must be important.
yes, that is the cottage of Bavlorna Blightstraw, the ruler of Hither.
We did it, guys. Found her. Well, Bavlorna, you say?
Yes, I trust you are familiar with our well, she's not a monarch per se, but she does rule over all of this that you see before you.
I just was expected to see such clothes around such a important monarch. I'm pointing to the ones on like the clotheslines because they're probably dirty, right?
They
I
are
guess it would be
they are
clean 'cause they're on
dirty.
clothesline.
They are very, very like tattered and kind of grungy
Mhm.
looking. Like if you think that the tattered looking clothes and like the soiled clothes on some of like the Soggy Court members were a little like, ugh, these ones are like at least at one point had been nice. These
Are
are,
they
like
crusty?
these are crusty.
How strong is the clothesline?
How strong does it look, you mean?
Can I like go up to it and be like, look at here, but this thing's got 20,000.
I would please do not touch the clothesline. That is those are the laundry things of Bavlorna.
What happens if you touch it?
I have never ventured to guess.
I'm a risk taker. I also have servants.
All right, your
Um,
Did I
turn.
mention I have servants?
Is Curly still invisible?
Curly's in the bag.
No, I'm in the
That's
bag.
right.
Not
That's
anymore.
right.
He's
We
in the
secured
bag.
The bag.
Okay, well, I won't touch the clothes. Thanks for the warning. We don't know the customs here, as we come from a foreign land up north.
That's quite all right. I understand that visiting from a distance can be a culture shock is very much a thing. I myself had to learn to understand the ways of the Saki court and the constantly rotating monarchy. Whew.
Constantly rotating.
Oh yes, yes. The current monarch, Golub the 19th, has only been in power for a matter of months. Prior to him, it was Mugwort the 17th. I believe before him, he was what was the name of it? Yes, Angeluth the second of his name, and then before him, that was of course Mundlemud the 13th. And well, I'm afraid that that is about as far back as my service extends, but I did only start 2 months ago.
What is the cause of all of this rotating leadership here in the Sagi court?
Ah, yes, regicide, actually. There is
I see.
there's a fair amount of well,
What does that word mean?
he looks
So,
over at
Kaza whispers to Ninkasi.
I don't know.
That is quite concerning, would you say?
It is in fact a way of life.
Oh, okay.
I myself am quite neutral in any of these sort of scuffles, political squabbles, as I just wish to continue with my head attached to my body.
So is it
Political
just
squabbles.
anyone who just kills the king becomes king? Is that
I whisper to Kaza. It means
what
killing the
happens?
king.
Oh,
It,
So
I mean, that
they
is
start
a crude
revolution.
way of putting it. I wouldn't venture to advise any sort of thing, but
No, I'm
in
just trying to
theory,
understand. I mean, we come from
yes.
foreign lands.
Well,
In
there have been
theory, yes.
a number of
Okay.
well, it's a bit uncouth to say, but they would be referred to, I believe, as coups,
How do you know about a coup?
because I've lived through 3 of them.
Do you like the current leader?
Yes, he's wonderful and pays me on time and takes care of all of our needs. And he glances very nervously over at the chef, who kind of side eyes him.
Uh-huh. So why do you it seems so why is this leader so great? What kind of great things does he offer you?
Well, you see, he's well, he's pretty good at everything.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So are we.
Is there a paper around?
Only if you took any of it from your cabana.
I probably didn't. Oh, actually, yeah, there is some paper in the backpack because Curly has it in a guillotine shape,
It's true.
Yeah.
right? Can I how am I going to say?
Yeah.
Paper.
How am I going to make this work? I'm trying not to metagame. I have a challenge for you because you seem to be interested in something that we might be interested
I
in.
just merely had been summoned for a job. I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. You literally just talked about a coup. So
Yes, there have been several coups in the history
Yeah.
of the
is
Soggy
there
Court.
one coming soon?
None that I would hope to be aware of. No, not at all.
Do you know where
Uh-huh.
Muckstup is?
Muckstump. Muckstump is the residence just down that way. Gillig of Muckstump, I believe, is that who you are searching for?
What do you think of him? Like, who is that?
He's a
We just
member
know
of
the name.
nobility. I have never much spoken with him.
Why not?
My duties keep me quite busy indeed. Lots of
Too
tasting,
busy, would you say?
lots of people to. No, not too busy at all. I am very happy with my tasting for every member of the court.
Okay. Okay. I
Very
think we got
interesting.
very interesting
Hmm.
information here.
Hmm.
What about you just told us where Ilwig or Illawig? What is it?
Illig?
If you are searching for Illig of Muckstump, he can be found just that way. And if you don't mind, I'll be getting on with my official duties.
Yes,
You
yes.
said
Carry on.
duties. Okay.
He did. That is a word that people use.
Um,
I am going to roll something really quick. As he walks past you, he attempts to hand something to you, like palm something to you,
knew it.
and he fucks it up, and it falls to the ground.
Ah,
And the chef looks over and sees that on the ground, and looks back at Bloth, and Bloth goes, "Shit!" and starts running. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Oh man.
He rolled a
Oh,
6
man.
on his sleight of hand.
Holy crap, dude.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Well, we may have a bit of a situation when the next session unfolds.
La
But
Revolution.
La
that's
révolution, ça commence.
Viva la Revolution!
We have to fight some
How do you
people
say
next
frogs
game.
in French?
Flog.
I don't
love
know.
Kenobi
that.
might know this. Kenobi might know this.
Oh, grenouille is frog.
Ew.
All right, you might have to help me with that for the
Grenouille.
episode title.
Can we just do
Grenouille.
flog
Grenouille.
instead?
Foie.
Flog.
Foie. Well, no, because then you have
Le
foie
foie.
gras.
Frog,
Le
but that's something
foie?
completely
Oh
different.
darn.
That's a liver.
All right, so on the
It is,
back
it's
of
also
that
illegal in the US.
cliffhanger, we are going to call it. But thank you all so much for watching. And then, of course, for our lovely cast, where can they find people, Mr. BoopasaurusRex and Miss Maximus?
www.onlyfans.com/BoopasaurusRex. You can also find me on DeviantArt and LiveKernel under the same title, and Twitter.com/BoopasaurusRex as well.
Hauld Thir does seem like a guy who would have a DeviantArt.
Oh my god, he'd
really
have some
does.
of the
With,
worst
like,
fan
furry
art.
And a live
Yeah.
journal, for that matter.
Oh, man.
I'd be
Both of
like,
those things.
my girlfriend broke up with me today, and I saw her holding hands with my friend.
And that was Leo.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, Ehloanna.
I'm Ehloanna on Twitter and Instagram.
Sweet. SpaceGhost.
No DeviantArt.
Oh, just SpaceGhost on Twitter. You know,
As you do.
that's all.
You
All
know.
right, Khroen.
You know.
You know.
Khroen on Twitter at Twitch, KHROEN. That is I.
All right, last but not least, Kenobi.
KenobiCast on Twitter and May 25th on Disney Plus.
Hell yeah! I can't wait. All right, and I am at Pyrotechnics
Hell
on Twitter,
yeah.
on Instagram, every once in a while on Twitch TV, where I like write about Dungeons and Dragons stuff and like things like that. I don't know. Maybe you want to watch it and see my weird creative process. But we will be back next Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time for the next step, and may the revolution live long. See you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Zilla.